I still remember the day I realized it, not with a loud argument or a dramatic ending, but in complete silence, sitting on the edge of my bed, staring at a life I no longer recognized. I whispered to myself, This is the biggest mistake of my life. My name is Sarah, and this is the story I never thought I would tell. It didn't start this way. In fact, it started like a dream. I met him at a friend's wedding. His name was Jack. He had a calm voice, kind eyes, and a smile that made you feel safe. We didn't talk much that night, just small conversations and a few laughs. But something about him stayed with me. A week later, he messaged me. Hi, I know this is random, but I couldn't stop thinking about our conversation. That one message turned into hours of chatting. Late night calls, sharing stories, dreams, fears. He listened in a way no one ever had. I felt seen. I felt understood. Within months, he became my world. Someday, he said once, I'll build a life where you never have to worry about anything. And I believed him. We used to sit in small cafes, talking about our future. A little house, 2 kids, quiet evenings, simple happiness. It felt so real, so close. When he proposed, I didn't hesitate. My heart said yes before my mind could even think. Everyone told me I was lucky. And for a while, I truly believed that. The first few months of marriage felt like a continuation of our love story. We laughed, cooked together, watched movies late into the night. It felt warm, safe, but slowly, very slowly, things began to change. At first, it was small. You don't need to talk to your friends that much, he said casually one day. They don't really understand you like I do. It sounded like care, like love, so I agreed. Then came the comments. Why are you wearing this? Don't you think that's a bit too much? You should stay home more. It's better. Again, I told myself. He just cares about me. But something inside me felt uneasy. Over time, his tone changed. He wasn't asking anymore. He was deciding. What did you cook today? Why is the house not clean? Why didn't you answer my call? It felt like I was constantly being tested and constantly failing. I remember one evening clearly. I had spent hours preparing dinner. I was excited. I wanted to make him happy. When he came home, he barely looked at me. This again, he said, staring at the food. Don't you ever try something new? My smile faded instantly. I thought you liked this, I said softly. He sighed, frustrated. You never listen. That night, we ate in silence. I started becoming quiet. The girl who once laughed loudly, who dreamed freely, slowly disappeared. I would sit by the window sometimes, watching the world outside, wondering when exactly things changed. Or maybe they were always like this, and I just didn't see it. There were moments when I wanted to speak up, to say, this isn't right. But every time I tried, he would twist my words. You're overthinking. You're too sensitive. After everything I do for you, This is how you act. And just like that, I would fall silent again. The hardest part wasn't the arguments. It was the silence, the emotional distance, the feeling of being alone, even when he was right next to me. We stopped talking like we used to. No more late-night conversations. No more shared dreams. Just routine, just tension. One night, I gathered the courage to say something. "Jack, are you happy?" He looked at me, confused. "What kind of question is that?" I feel like we've changed." He shrugged. "This is what marriage is. It's not always exciting." "But it shouldn't feel like this," I said, my voice shaking. He stood up, irritated. "You think too much. That's your problem." And he walked away. That was the moment something broke inside me. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. I stopped expecting anything, stopped hoping, stopped trying. Until one day I looked at myself in the mirror, and I didn't recognize the person staring back at me. Tired eyes, forced smile, empty expression. "Who are you?" I whispered. And for the first time, I didn't have an answer. The turning point came on a rainy evening. The power was out. The house was dark. He was in another room, busy on his phone. I sat alone, listening to the sound of rain hitting the windows. And suddenly, memories started flooding back. The girl I used to be, the dreams I once had, the love I believed in. And then reality hit me. This wasn't love anymore. Maybe it never was, at least not in the way I deserved. Tears rolled down my face as I realized the truth I had been avoiding for so long. "I chose this," I whispered. I ignored the signs. I stayed quiet. I accepted less than I deserved. And then it came, the hardest sentence I've ever said to myself. I married the wrong person. That realization didn't fix everything. It didn't magically make me strong, but it gave me clarity. For the first time, I stopped blaming myself for his behavior and started seeing things as they were. Love is not control. Love is not silence. Love is not fear. I don't know what the future holds. I'm still figuring things out, still healing, still learning to find myself again. But one thing I know for sure. Sometimes the biggest mistake in life isn't falling in love. It's staying where love no longer exists. If you're listening to my story, if you see yourself in it, please don't ignore your feelings. Those small doubts, those quiet pains, they matter. Because love should never make you feel alone. And you deserve a life where your voice is heard, your heart is valued, and your happiness is real. Thanks for watching the English Lingo Tales. If you loved this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story. See you in the next one.